Computer's having trouble. Overloaded. See, you're making mistakes because you're preoccupied with too many things. That's what happens for yourself. Don't worry about it. You can do it at 9:22.
for everybody. Did you transfer to that? That's when she came back and started to spell all the things that they always sent her. Her whole love was to have her children there. This means she didn't try just to get along, have enough to eat. She was careful, very careful. And there was a sister, Clara.
The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers in water. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one, as soon as possible. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers in water. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one, as soon as possible. And we'll say, Namaste, mitukuye oyasin, mitukuye koseviral, kongs pax, ko pax culture, tubes lyric tubesk, chinque, chop chop, sayonara, bahava l'chaim, shalom salam, salam shalom, mir pache mir, ubuntu, buenos dias, ciao, merci, shlantavad, tubes lyric tubesk, chinque, chop chop, das vidanya, cheerio and good day. And we'll say, love and live eternally young, longest, and prosper, all, both in each and every one, and all, past, present, future, as Equinox QQs, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary. And we'll say, love and live eternally young, longest, and prosper, all, both in each and every one, as Equinox QQs, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary. And we'll drink the milk. And we show this Eleucosabral ceremony and explain it at 5050now.wordpress.com. We'll drink the milk of human kindness, starting with 2 to 3 years on cue breastfeeding for every holy baby girl and holy baby boy, starting with our own family and your family and our family. It's all one family. And also throughout our lives at all of the various ages of our becoming ever young and youthful Equinox True Q lives as Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. I drink on behalf of all, both and each and every one, and representing all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. And now, and we drink the elixirs of Purim and Passover, Earthsz and Ishtaras, of the Vedic India ceremonies and the entheons of the Eleusinian mysteries, and all the sacramental liquids of all ceremonies. But we'll say that none is more sacramental than the milk, and the milk should always be a part of every sacramental ceremony, because the breast milk between mother and child is the very beginning of the most optimal way for human beings, and is the best way to begin life. And so, and those who haven't had it optimally, we now have many methods of healing to regain it. We can even have some experiences of adult breastfeeding in order to regain the loving oceanic understanding and feeling that comes with that experience. And so we'll celebrate and re-celebrate, and we'll drink on behalf of all, both and each and every one. Now and as soon as possible, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. And we'll drink the water of loving, living planets that will reclaim and sustain our planet Earth and all our Earths to be, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. Here we have our cakes. Let me just wait one moment. I like to do it around a synchronicity. It's around 11 multiples. And we'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior, starting with our Shekinahs and our young Shekinahs and Ekinas, age 37 and younger, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior, especially those present here with us right today, most important, and every day, because we're all becoming Equinox True Q's. And again, we'll say it this way. We'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days, starting with our equinox times, overlapping solar into equinox, so it's always equinox all years round, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. And we'll celebrate our Purim and our Passover with our cookie and our wafer, but the promise of 50-50 made real by women forming a circle to discuss it, and the importance of understanding that it is patriarchy that prevents people from becoming risen, just like bread. It causes them to rush all the time because there's too much pressure caused by the alpha males at the top. So it's the importance of forming the circle that makes it possible to fulfill the promises of both Purim and Passover, Earthsz and Ishtaras, and we'll do it. And that way we become risen human beings, divine, more divine in our abilities. We become Equinox True Q's, females and males. Past, present, future as equinox cues, co-secretary generals, co-savior gods. We also celebrate the grains, other grains of our earth, oats and rice, and those of all traditions and heritages. We thank you, Mother Nature. And I need to get the eggs from the refrigerator. Hold on one moment. Be right back with you. And we have the eggs of egalitarian culture. We have to start out trying to attain at least 2 women together, acknowledging the presence of the mother aspect of the universe, or more optimally 3 women together also, and then gathering more so that we have up to 7 women, 7 to 11, and then bringing in 2 young women, younger women, and 2 younger men. But the first thing is for the women themselves when they gather to anoint one another as goddesses. To anoint one another as equinox cues, co-secretary generals, co-savior gods. Then say to each of the young women and then to each of the young men that you are also co-secretary generals, co-savior gods, equinox cues. That is the beginning of the Eleusinian mysteries revealed. Just do that with your entire family tree and you will have a new world that is sustainable for always on this and all planets. Then, having done that, it makes relationships between women more honest, more empathic, more empowered, sisterhood to sisterhood. Then, having done that, it makes a sisterhood and brotherhood less fraught with domination and submission, and more equal and mutually empowering. The sister cousinhood and brother cousinhood. And the subset of that is egalitarian marriage. Having all this done, it makes it easy for people to have a society where there's balance of love and work. And it actually needs to be a lot less hard work done. It's easier. And so they have more time and they're more relaxed and with their children and better bonded. And so we celebrate egalitarian marriage within that context. And also the relationship of 2 men in an egalitarian way without domination and submission. And this is very important. And it's a more horizontal societal understanding. In other words, we don't need presidents. We don't need prime ministers. We don't need to be climbing up the ladder except to put the women up there a little while for a few months. And then we all have a big circle. And that's all we need. And then we also celebrate the balance within each person of yin and yang. As equinox true cues, co-secretary generals, co-savior gods. And we'll say, and we'll go on our conference line. Okay, now we're on the conference line. The conference line number is, if you're out in North America, 011-641-715-3580, and the access code is 773342. And we'll just our consciousness currencies. To our consciousness currencies. And again, the same family are Margolian, Adelian, Wienerian, Adelian, Silver Golden Kindian, Zalkindian, Feldmarian, and Adelian, and also Anne-Marie and Ma Patricia, Janser Slave Clan, and the Singing Crickets Flowers Clan, and in other words, Lakota, Cherokee, and Cheyenne, and Blackfoot, and a whole bunch of others in there. I think some Coquille, and also all connected to Atlantis too. Our family's all connected to Atlantis. All these people are connected to Atlantis, and Wienerian, and Herzogian, and Herstian, and Sagan, and Sweeten, and all, and more, many more. And we'll give our generations. Here's our past generations of women waiting to come through the stargates, to be risen, so they can be acknowledged for their full contribution. And then our current women of our current generations who are in their mature years, over age 38. And here we have our younger people, age 37 and younger, our young females, our young males, all are Shekinas and Hikinas, represented by this group to be the first Co-Secretary General of SZPECIALL. And my special branch of family, branches here, and including the fingers held up to represent her branches of family. Okay, and now we go back to the bigger tree. That smaller branch needs the larger circle in order to understand their true virtues. And we'll start fresh. We'll say Parity Paradice on this and all our planets, past, present, future, and we'll say no more to patriarchal planetocide. We'll pick parity, past, present, future as equinoctial cues, Co-Secretary Generals, SZPECIALL. And we'll say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earths, past, present, future, as equinox true cues, Co-Secretary Generals, SZPECIALL. And we'll say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earths, past, present, future, as equinox true cues, Co-Secretary Generals, SZPECIALL. We're going to do some conference calling, some outreach calling. Hello, am I reaching the Embassy of Argentina in Canada?
Yes, good morning.
Excellent. What is your name?
This is the receptionist, Marlene.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The receptionist, Marlene.
Marlene. Oh, how beautiful. How wonderful. Well, I am doing a very special and unique call to connect and recognize the marvelous, miraculous people of Argentina with my family, who has some people who are from Argentina in it, and not everyone is. And I want to introduce you to some of them, and they're on a line that they can hear. We just want to make the connection. Is that okay?
The purpose of this call?
Yes, we just want to, well, we have kind of a gift to give to the people of Argentina through you, Marlene.
And from where are you calling, please?
I'm calling from Maryland in North America.
We appreciate your call. The office will be closing at 10:30, and the purpose of this gift, what kind of, I don't.
It's a gift of massive solar energy.
Is that possible to send us an email?
Oh, we will send you emails. In fact, if you give me your email address, I'd like to send it to you personally, because we want to empower people at your level also.
Well, at this time, we cannot accept a gift. Perhaps you can send us a correspondence.
We will. All right. Well, you can just learn about it, and we're giving it to many other people too, not just to your group, not just to Argentina, but to many other embassies and people too. I'm sorry?
I can give you the email for the embassy, or I can call you back tomorrow.
All right. What time is it there?
Pardon me?
Are you closing in a few moments? Is that what you said?
In a short while. Today we have to close in a short while. I can call you back tomorrow.
Well, this would only take about 5 minutes. Do you think that you have that time?
I prefer to take your telephone number and check. I have to check with the authorities.
We don't want you to feel that you have to check with authorities. This is something that is not requiring it. It's very open, very horizontal. No authorities are required.
I do have to check though. Would you like to leave me so we'll call back tomorrow?
Well, I'll tell you what, Marlene. You are from Argentina, correct?
I'm not going to answer too many questions. Would you like to leave us a phone number?
Well, do you represent Argentina?
This is the Embassy of Argentina.
All right. Can I put you on hold for just a moment? Are you there?
I would appreciate if you would give us a phone number, a telephone number.
All right. I'll be happy to give you a phone number. It's 301.
The supervisor, yes.
But I would like to speak with you a little bit. Is that possible? Or you are too much in a rush? You tell me. Are you too much in a rush, or should I call somebody else?
We are in a little bit of a rush, yes.
All right. Let me call somebody else. No problem.
Thank you.
Bless you. We'll call you again, though, Marlene.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Gracias por llamar a la Embajada de Puerto Rico en Canadá. Thank you for calling the Embassy of Costa Rica in Canada. For English, press 1. The Embassy is open to the public Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For general and consular information, please visit our website at www.costaricaembassy.com or send an email with your questions. To speak with an embassy officer, please press 2. Bienvenido a la Embajada de Puerto Rico en Canadá. En este momento no podemos atender. Por a la dirección de contacto que aparece en nuestro sitio web. Por favor, tenga en cuenta que esta línea no recibe mensajes telefónicos. Welcome to the conference handler channel. We're not able to take your call at this time. Please try again later or send an email. Please be advised that this meeting does not take voicemail.
Hello, is this Marlene?
Speaking, good morning.
Hi, Marlene. I just spoke with you. I was trying to reach someone also at the Costa Rican embassy, but there was no one answering, so I'm coming back to you. There was no answer. They just gave, a machine message. Is there a way you can connect me with any woman on your staff who has to do with natural resources, or is there anyone else there that I might speak with if you don't feel comfortable to talk with me?
Could I take your telephone number, please, and I'll check with you?
You're welcome to have my phone number. It's 301-933-0272. Is there anyone you can connect me with?
272. And you were calling from Maryland. From which office or company?
Well, I represent a large group of people who are, you might say, under a umbrella rubric of people working on sustainability.
Well, I do appreciate your call, but I will have to call you back.
All right. Is there anyone you can connect me with there, or nobody available?
Not at this time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
We will have to close, yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bienvenue à la ville de Montréal. For English, press 9. know the name of the borough for which you require a service, please say it now.
Laval.
I understood. Ville de Montréal. Is this correct?
Si, oui.
I did not understand you clearly.
Yes, oui.
I understood. Ville de Montréal.
Ville de Montréal.
Please hold. We are transferring your call.
Bonjour. Who do I have this pleasure of speaking with?
Excusez, j'ai pas compris ce que vous avez dit, excusez-moi.
Do you speak English?
Yes, I speak English, yes.
Oh, excellent. Tell me your name.
My name is Joanne.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Joanne.
Joanne.
Yes, Joanne Dupuis.
Joanne Dupree.
Yes.
Bless you, dear. Well, I need to put you on hold for about 25 seconds while I get some notes in front of me and connect. Some other people are also coming onto the phone with me. Can you hold on 1 second?
A second, yes, because there's a lot of phones.
Okay, it'll take me about 25 seconds.
25 is too long, madam. You need to call us back in that case.
Well, I have to do it this way. It won't work with the line I have to connect to. I have to have you on first. It only takes about 25 seconds.
Madam, I can't because there's so much call right now. I can't stand on the line. Okay, so call us back.
Well, I'll tell you what. While I am getting it ready, you can start looking something up, okay? And then I'll come right back with you. And by the time you look it up, we'll connect again.
Madam, it's because I can't keep you on a line and enter another line. I need to take to finish with this line, and my other line will ring. You know. So I can't stand with you. If you're not ready, call us back, please.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bienvenue à la ville de Montréal. For English, press 9. Si vous connaissez le nom de l'arrondissement pour lequel vous désirez un service, dites-le maintenant. Veuillez simplement dire le nom de l'arrondissement ou de la ville de l'île de Montréal.
Ville de Montréal.
J'ai compris. Sud-ouest. Est-ce correct?
Est-ce correct?
Je n'ai pas bien entendu. J'ai compris. Sud-ouest. Est-ce correct?
Est-ce correct?
Un moment, s'il vous plaît, nous acheminons votre appel.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
City of Windsor 311 call center. If this is a police, fire, or medical emergency, please hang up and call 911. Your call may be monitored for quality control purposes. Personal information is collected in accordance with the Municipal Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. For more information, please visit www.citywindsor.ca. Please hold for the next available operator. Please be advised that we are currently experiencing higher than normal call volume. Your patience is appreciated. Your call is important to us, so please stay on the line to be connected with the next available operator. Thanks for calling. Denise, how can I help you?
Hi. Yes, you can. Tell me your name.
Denise?
Denise?
Yes.
Hi, Denise. Can you hold for just a second? I have to get something ready. I have to get some notes. Hold on 1 second, okay? I'll be right back in about 25 seconds. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Unless you want to call us back.
No, I'll be right back. Hold on, just about 25 seconds. I'll just get this stuff together. Hold on.
The tone. Press pound when finished.
Coming right back here. Hold on. Denise, are you there?
Yes. How can I help you?
Hi, Denise. Yes, you're in Windsor, correct?
Correct.
And that's not too far from Toronto, correct? I'm actually calling from Maryland in U.S. Area of this land mass that we share. It concerns both areas there. Do you have any connection to the Toronto, or this is simply for Windsor?
No, it's about 4 to 5 hours away. But what's your inquiry?
Okay. Well, now I want to tell you, on the phone with a couple of other people. We're kind of a circle of people giving gifts to the cities all around the world. We are the family of the Margolian, Silver Golden Kindian, Zalkindian, Feldmarian, Adelian, Goldenbergian, Goldbergian, and Sokolovian, and Hertzian, and Sagan, and Sweeten, and other families that are intertwined. A group of women. We are a group of women and a group of young people, females and males, that you can read about at 5050now.wordpress.com. Do you have access to the internet to look at us?
No, actually, we have a database that we use here, but what's your inquiry?
Well, what we're doing is we're spreading the New Millennial Golden Rule. This is Marion and Julia Marie and Victoria and Hadass and Vanessa and Liz and other young people of our family. I'll come back and give all the names in a little bit, because I don't want to keep you waiting to know what this is about. What we're inquiring about is two things that we regard as related. One is, what do you have in the way of la leche and other aspects of breastfeeding that are going on in Windsor to help families and communities know the importance of on-cue breastfeeding for every holy baby girl and holy baby boy and their beautiful, marvelous, miraculous mothers, and all their family to know the importance of this. What do you have in your database on that?
For breastfeeding?
Yes, because it's part of our New Millennial Golden Rule at 5050now.wordpress.com. You can read that we are forming circles to discuss gender parity as the way of the world. Our family has a heritage that goes back to many ancient cultures, including Atlantis, which was the longest survived egalitarian culture, and lasted for 3,000 years without war. And also,
I can just push you on hold for a moment. I'll tell you what we have for breastfeeding.
That'd be great. And do you have children?
Just a moment, please.
You're welcome to apply this to your own family too. So now we're on hold. Now, you see, basically people in our culture function as functionaries. That's what Western culture does. Instead of functioning as circles, everybody's in a hierarchy and everybody has their job description. And most people don't want to deviate from the job description because they're afraid they'll get in trouble if they do. So basically, people learn to be what you call part wholes. They learn to be cogs in a wheel, and they neglect to develop aspects of themselves that would fully understand the connections of different things going on in their areas. You and we, as Equinox True Qs, are going to transform that in a paradigm shift. We are transforming it. Marion and Julia Marie and Victoria and Marie and Ma Patricia and Georgine and especially Marion and Susan and Cheryl and Barbara and all of the mothers, and Mary and Carrie and all of the mothers I always usually mention. And we do this with reference traveling back in time. What if we had been able to make these kinds of calls when our grandmothers were with us and their generations going back all the way to Atlantis. What if they had just been able to pick up the phone and connect with people all over the world and in different countries? What if they had had that ability? And so, and what if they had had the ability to talk about gender parity right then and there?
The information we're providing, people were looking information for breastfeeding, and so we have the MONTHSZ League of Canada.
Uh-huh.
I can give you that, you need a phone number.
You're welcome to give us the phone number.
Okay, it is Toronto area breastfeeding 416-483-3368.
Is that in Windsor, or is that in Toronto, or is that at?
That's in Oakville.
Oakville, okay.
Right, and in Windsor we do have an information line. It's called Healthy Families. They provide an information line for people to call if they want to inquire about breastfeeding.
All right.
And that phone number there is 558-2146, and they have breastfeeding support, and the extension is 1350.
All right, dear. And we're also going to ask you, we feel it's a connected area. If you look at our website, 5050now.wordpress.com, you don't have the ability to look at that right now, do you? Okay. When you go home, do you have access to a computer?
I'm not interested in breastfeeding information.
Oh, it isn't just about breastfeeding.
Okay.
It's about a lot of things, and it includes breastfeeding, though. And everybody needs to be interested in breastfeeding, because that's how humanity becomes its fullest potential. Any
other resources I can provide for you?
Yes, there are. And so when you go home, go to 5050now.wordpress.com, and you'll see the New Millennial Golden Rule, and you'll see the names of all the people I mentioned, and a whole bunch more are among the representatives. You. We have a whole bunch of Canadian women and Canadian youth also there, including Elizabeth May and Raylene Dion and a lot of other people in Canada. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but we list a whole bunch of people. And we have family members who are on this call, also included from Canada. Soma and Meredith are from Vancouver. And I would spend about 2 years in Toronto, a region, a little bit of suburbs of Toronto too. And the other question that we have, which we are connecting with this, is the sustainability. We in Maryland, and we are exporting this around the world by these means of these calls, use the Genuine Progress Indicator. The Genuine Progress Indicator is an alternative to the gross domestic product.
Do
you have anything about that in your Department of Natural Resources?
This is a call center for referrals.
Right. Do you have does your Natural Resources Department have anything about the Genuine Progress Indicator?
I can give you the number for the Ministry of Natural Resources.
All right. You don't have access to their website?
No. What I can give you is their website or their phone number, or do you have that?
We can look it up, but do you have access to their website?
Well, what we do here is we provide referrals for agencies that people are looking for.
All right, so with the question that we have, and you can maybe look at it, I don't want to tie up your time, but when you get a chance, the Genuine Progress Indicator is the Sustainability and Happiness Index. It provides for a sustainable society instead of one that's going to kill itself off with global warming and other kinds of problems like war and crime. And so we use it officially in the state of Maryland. You can go to the Department of Natural Resources in the state of Maryland and see that. And you can also read it on our website, 5050now.wordpress.com. And also the state of Washington, in the area a little bit below you of this part of our one continent, is also using now the Genuine Progress Indicator. And it's something that every region of Canada should be knowing about. Have you ever heard of it?
No, this is a referral service, so we actually give referrals for agencies.
All right. Well, you may be able to cue your people in to put something new in their database.
Well, I don't add information to our database.
Do people not take suggestions from you at your workplace?
No, there's a site if you want to go to 211 Ontario.
You mean you can't give a suggestion?
No, what we do here is we provide referrals for different agencies in the community.
All right.
Create the database.
All right. Well, that's so your supervisors will not meet with you and take your suggestions?
No, what you would do is agencies have to submit the referrals. If you wanted to add something to the 211 database, you can go to 211ontario.ca.
All right, all right.
Okay.
Well, so this is a sustainability index, and you can read about it at 5015 out of WordPress.com. You see the names of all of our family, including our great and grandmothers, and we are anointing you and blessing you with the new millennial golden rule too, and all your great and grandmothers and all the people that you have that you can work with there. Now, can you connect me with your supervisor? Because I think it's kind of odd that they wouldn't take a suggestion from you when you are talking with the public every day. Let me speak with your supervisor.
Okay, I'm going to put you through to our 211 data analyst that puts the information in.
All right, Denise, and you know what? You're more powerful than you know, and you give all the suggestions you ever want to.
Thank you.
You're a goddess. Don't deny it. Let's see if she'll connect us with a supervisor. See, this is fun. This is fun because you have to challenge the inbuilt assumptions of patriarchy. I have no power. I can't do anything. I just read my lines. I have a script. I am a robot. These people might as well be Stepford wives, do you think? And that's what North American culture is teaching to its people. Hi, who am I speaking with?
Janice MALESZ, the 211 support analyst here.
Hi, Janice. I'm so delighted to speak with you. I spoke with your delightful colleague, Denise. And I suggested to her that she give a suggestion. And she said she can't.
What's the suggestion?
Well, I'm calling you from Maryland. And we in Maryland use, and there's a lot of people in Canada who are also doing this, the Genuine Progress Indicator instead of the gross domestic product as the most important indicator of the area's true sustainable wealth. You can read about it at the State of Maryland website, and you can also read it about our website. I'm calling you on behalf of a circle of people, women and young women and men, who are what we call Equinox Q's Co-Secretary General Co-Secretary, empowering people all around the world to have sustainable culture. And we have the Genuine Progress Indicator listed there, and it lists all these big conferences that were held with 25 states, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of equivalent going on in Canada with the provinces. And right now, the state of Maryland and the state of Washington are both using the Genuine Progress Indicator. And I asked Denise if she could tell you about it or tell her supervisors about it so that you could start including that and discussing that and links into your database and see what's around in the region, because you may have think tanks working on it. You probably do in the universities, even if it isn't official yet. I don't know if it's official in Windsor, but it's likely known at your major universities there. Okay.
Right.
So, so my question is, why did Denise say she couldn't give you a suggestion?
Because Denise is an operator, so Denise doesn't have that capability to make those kind of decisions. She's only there for information and referral to government services, health services, and human services.
All right.
So anybody that would deal with that would either be the higher ups or myself if I felt it needs to.
Say your name again for me, your first name.
Janice.
Janice. Well, here's Janice. Here's the thing. Have you heard about horizontality and hierarchy within organizations? Are you familiar with those concepts?
Well, yeah, I'm familiar with hierarchy in different organizations.
And horizontality?
And what?
Horizontality.
I'm not understanding what you said.
Horizontal. In other words, it's not vertical, it's horizontal communication.
Oh, well, I don't know. Sometimes we have horizontal, sometimes we have vertical. I mean, it all depends on an org chart and who deals with what, right? Right.
Well, different organizations and cultures have different balances on that. When Denise said that she couldn't give you a suggestion, some little bells and alarms bells went off in my head, because I want to say this something to you, Janice. First of all, your people like Denise are having the direct public contact.
Correct.
So they are a source of enormous information to your organization.
Right, and if somebody were calling and asking about the type of agency or information that you put out, and if we had a record that was created for it, Denise,
well, we'll be happy to email it to you too.
The referral, Denise would be able to give that referral to the agency, but we do not list agencies in the United States. Actually, we have 211 call centers across the United States as well.
All right, dear. Now, we gave Denise our website. It's 5050now.wordpress.com. We anoint everyone that we're talking to about sustainability as Co-Secretary General's Co-Saveras Equinox Tricus, capable of saving the planet from war, global warming, Fukushima type events, and other kinds of catastrophes that are caused by too much verticality and not enough horizontality in organizations, especially pertaining to women and women's important ideas and young peoples. We have on this line a number of women and younger people, females and males, who want to be able to save their planet with you and with everyone. So you can go to our website and you'll see our names among the representatives on the section called Among the Representatives, you, and you.
I'm going to give you my email address.
That'd be great.
And you can send me the website, and if I feel that it's 211 related and it relates to our provinces, specifically Ontario, because we are only a call center for Ontario.
All right, dear.
And then, I'll do the research like they do with all the other records that I create or don't create.
Okay, sure.
I still have an inclusion policy as well and an exclusion policy. So when people suggest that I list something, I ask them for their website information, or I ask them for any type of information so I can see if it fits our criteria.
Well, we're kind of operating at the forefront of the interface of sustainability, democracy, and spiritual ascension for all people. And we are trying to empower all people at their highest level of functioning.
Yeah, and we do have agencies that also deal with those type of populations and target groups. Women's groups, environmental groups, just support groups of any kind that you can think of.
And you have that in the database too?
Oh, yes, we have.
Excellent, excellent. Well, go ahead and give me your email address.
Okay, it's info@ 211, the number is 211. No space, Southwest Ontario.
Okay.
.ca.
Okay, great. Okay, wonderful. And now I would like to invite you. Do you ever meet with Denise? You are in the same building or no?
Well, yeah, we're in the same facility, yeah.
Sit down with each other over a nice big donuts, and make a circle with some other women there. Look at our website and put the genuine progress indicator everywhere, all over the place, including the connection between, we were asking Denise about excellent breastfeeding and the best optimal raising of children and families.
Yeah, we do actually.
And sustainability and solar energy and renewable energy.
We do actually list breastfeeding agencies as well as support groups. So, like I said, just send me your link and then I will look at it and see if it's anything that varies outside of what we have and if it fits our inclusion policy.
All right, and would that be the email for Denise too? Are we able to email her also?
No, you're not able to email Denise either. I'll take care of it from this end. Denise has nothing to do with the creation of records or making any kind of decision other than giving information and referral. All
right, dear. Okay, well, I will definitely email you about that, and maybe we'll send you something that you can copy to Denise, and we will be in touch with you. And we're so glad that we could participate in this phone call with you, because, you know, it does take everyone to save this planet.
Okay, thank you, and you have a wonderful day. It was delightful speaking with you.
Blessings to all of you there.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that was a pretty good call, because you saw some of the things that you will challenge as Equinox Tricus. The hierarchy is too rigid, but it has ways. There's ways around it. So now I'm just going to say all your names very quickly, and because I didn't get a chance to, but I did tell them the website, and I gave them the section that shows all your names. And until you start coming to the phone calls, you know, my just rattling off your names to other people is not actually necessarily serving you to the best. You need to also be there so you can give the imprimatur of your name and your mission and your marvelous miraculousness, all of you. So I'll say, of course, starting with the great and grandmas, we want to remember Sarah, Harriet, and Ray for gathering the women and youths and children of their community. We also want to remember Grandma Papa, Grandma Marie, Grandma Ray and Clara, and Sarah, Harriet, and Jacqueline, Precious, Antoinette, Riz and Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Annette, and Grandma Papa, and Grandma Dorothy, Lynn, and Rachel, Also, our contemporary women, all of you, so very marvelous, but you don't know that you are, and you don't act like you are because you don't have high enough self-esteem to know your goddesshood yet. But that's why we keep stoking you and letting you know. We have you, you know, we have Marion and Julia Marie, Marion and Victoria and Barbara and Cheryl and Anna Marie and Ma Patricia and Susan and Cheryl and let's see, Victoria, did I say? And we can include Marcia and Nisa and all of the other, some of the famous ones, Rachel and Alexandra and Juliana and Francesca and Jodine and Laura and Susan and Sarah and with Bethan and remembered, and also more and more and more. And of course, all of our younger people. And let me include also Sarah and Abby and Sarah and their mothers, Donna and Diana. We have people in our family who are very far from thinking about sustainability, and that's the problem. They're not giving sustainability to their children at all. They're taking it away from them. And so we have to assist those women to understand that they have become dumbed down and they don't quite understand what's going on. So, and their goddesshood is being impaired. So we have to assist people in that situation. We also have our younger people, Hadass and Rachel Marie and Daniel Kiet and Vanessa and Stacy Anastasia and Vanessa and Soma, and you heard me mention Soma being from Canada, and frankly, Hadass and Rachel Marie are pretty close. Hadass and Marion are pretty close to Canada and New York. That's a very close jump to go from New York to Canada, and I went there by bus. I know it's very quick, and Niagara Falls is between both areas, the Niagara area. And there's hydropower too, which is non-polluting too. You know, that's something to be thinking about too. But also, so I think I said most of the women. I want to say Mary and Carrie, and also the young women. I've said most of the young women. We have our young men too, Yishai and Harlan Lusaviz and Yishai and Ross, Marcel and Rosh, and more. Okay, now you're all included. Your names are all there. I'm speaking on your behalf. I don't mind doing it, but I can tell you that until your mother starts coming together on these phones, or you young people start dragging them or dragging some woman with you and getting some older women to begin to function in the societies other than drones and other than hierarchical robots, our society is in danger, and you're all in danger. So, you know, you can call me 24/7. I say that, and of course, Donia Ruflees and Maria Rima, sweetheart, Maria, and I also say the names of the men of our family who are not plutocrats. They were men of democracy. Julian Lewis, Alan A. Musk, all the younger brothers, as well as Joseph Milton, Carl, and more. And I also say, and so, you know, I'm speaking a little bit to the younger children there, because mothers, I haven't heard from you. You know, Barbara, Julia Marie, Victoria, Georgine. You're showing signs of extreme mind programming. I mean, extreme. Okay? The fact that you haven't responded to any of the information that we've given you in Anne-Marie's and Patricia's and my calls for over a year, over 2 years, and 3 years in some cases, it is an indicator of a big problem. Now, some of you have responded. Nisa has responded on many occasions. And there are some people here who have done a little bit better than others. So you need to come up to your full level of connection. And let's do that. And I also say that I said the names of the men of the family. Donia Ruflees and Maria Rainbow Sweetheart, Maria Rainbow Sweetheart, and Donia Ruflees say hi, nods to Heather and Jam, and Heather, and on behalf of Whiskers and Tiger and Holly and Tiger and Whiskers and Buttermilk and Blackie, and Blackie and Buttermilk, Felicity and Felix, and all the flora and the fauna, butterflies, breeze, and the bees, and the two-eyed dogs, female and male, very gentle too, and all the people too of our local global universal neighborhoods. That's Equinox Tricuse, Co-Secretary General Scotia. You can combine the best of Stargate and Star Trek anthropology, or you can play dumb, and you can stay dumb, and you can die as extinct dinosaurs, controlled by old men who have brains functioning very similarly to dinosaur brains. That is, their limbic systems are not working. They do not have much in the way of bonding. They are very good at intimidating other people, Tyrannosaurus rexes, and therefore the whole group is just going to go down like a terrible scene in Fantasia. Do you want that, or do you want to start having a good time and making some phone calls with me, 311 Lights, and anyone else in the world that you want to? Anyone. And by the way, before I called here, I tried to get through to 2 embassies, and I didn't reach anybody. They were on some kind of holiday at both of them, Costa Rica and Argentina, and I would have had to call with them. But we did this because I couldn't reach them. So we'll reach them another time. I love you all, and you can call me 24/7. Those emails are coming today. Fine. Yay, yay. The emails are coming today. And they're ready. They're ready. Okay? So I love you, and you can call me 24/7. And here is and we did the ceremony, and so we have all in front of us here the marvelous miraculous milk. The marvelous miraculous milk. And the marvelous miraculous heart light with the pictures, and the marvelous miraculous budding blooming flowers, and the marvelous miraculous cakes with the world globes on them. Okay? I'm sending this message.
To save this message, your greeting has been saved. To change extension type, press 1. To record extension name, press 2. To manage greeting, press 3. To hear messages recorded in this extension, press 4.